Olajumoke. Remember, Chat with Olajumoke is a place where we talk about all things better living. And if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, why? Please subscribe. It doesn't bite. Alright, you know that I don't do this alone. With me are my ladies. Hello, ladies. How are we all doing?
We're fine.
Great. Amazing. Alright, so on this episode, we are going to be reviewing a movie, and the title is Flowers and Spikes, written by my brother-in-law, Daramola Kayode Babalola. Damilola was saying that I'm doing what's that thing she said? She said I'm doing promotion. Well, if I don't promote my own, who will? Yeah. Alright, so the title of the movie is Flowers and Spikes. Flowers and Spikes. And it's on Kaybabs TV. So let me just give a summary of the movie. If you have not seen it, just go to Kaybabs TV and watch it so that you can have an idea of what we're talking about. So it's about this couple that the husband feels threatened by his wife's success. And because of that, it constantly brings her down, talks her down, verbal abuse and all of that. And they are also waiting, they don't have a child. And there were some other things in between. I'm not going to say everything, because when I'm saying everything, why would you want to go and watch? So please, go and watch it. Alright, so let us go into the discussion. So ladies, should men feel threatened by their wife's success? The truth is that some people actually do. I don't know what your answer is, but should men feel threatened by their wife's success? Why is it that some men are threatened by their wife's success? So who wants to go first?
I think I was going to go first, but I was saying that I'll start by saying, why would the men want us to applaud them? Why wouldn't they want to applaud us?
Thank you.
Do you understand? So I don't know why a man should feel threatened by his wife's success, because at the end of the day, if the woman makes so much money, let's maybe probably look at it in the direction of money. If she makes money, the money comes home and you enjoy it together. You know, if she makes if she creates influence and whatever, affluence, comes back home. So I think we'll talk more on this. Let me give somebody else the opportunity.
MCD looks like she wants to say something.
Like,
yes. Should men feel threatened by their wife's success?
Yeah. For me, don't marry a woman you know will be successful in life if you will be threatened by her success.
What?
Don't be. There are some women that are unstoppable. You can't stop them.
Is it some women? I think women generally.
No, the reason why I said no. The reason why I said some is that some women are. The reason I said it is that some women are driven career-wise. You already find them talking about, okay, these are my goals. These are some women, they stumble into the success. Like they just have one opportunity and all of a sudden there's a speed to their feet. You understand? I don't think a man should be threatened. But then, you know, men's ego is usually more fragile than women. Men are
eccentric in nature.
Yes, they are. So when it comes to that, their ego, once that ego feels threatened, they have issues. Then you know women. Women. You know that we women, we can shalaye. That's when you will hear, don't worry now, my husband is not. I was one that paid it last year now. She can't pay the house rent this year again. You know, you are telling a man that you are incapable of even running a home. That's what he's hearing.
And you are saying it. The angle is that the woman is just saying that maybe I did it last year.
She's saying it.
But the man they are hearing another thing.
In his mind, he's hearing.
Men always hear another.
Yes, we don't speak the same language. We don't. No, really, for some men, you just find them, they're already thinking another thing, and then can I talk about it?
Yes, of course.
In that man's case, he had a close friend.
Yeah.
He had a wrong friend.
You know, I felt like I could put my hand in.
Yes.
And
Yes.
You understand? So the kind of friends you surround yourself with, even as a woman, Even as a woman, because there are some women, they refer to them as okokon, come board. One husband is not enough to fill a wardrobe. That's what they do not value their men. They don't see their men as the minute they have 1 naira extra like this. Hey, they and all their friends. It's now the case of how dare you tell me what to do? Right? You understand? So men have that ego issue. Women also have when you give a woman power. Some women, we have
They
fantastic
overuse it.
women. No,
Yeah.
maybe we'll list our women later. Our women
Okay.
crush later, but
Okay. Yeah.
men don't. But men don't need to feel threatened. It depends on the people, the kind of people they surround themselves with, then the kind of wife they have.
Okay, Dami.
Yeah, for me, don't marry any woman you know you feel threatened when she's succeeding. So, and again,
Sometimes you don't even know.
I wanted her to
Yeah.
finish.
yeah,
So that we'll
sometimes
get to that place where because
sometimes-
Auntie was saying something like some they felt like when they just got married, they just felt like she's just like
just this person.
yes,
After
and
a while,
then she
she
starts to
evolved.
grow and exactly.
but you know what? When you are courting, you know the kind of woman you are courting. Fine, she's the normal person when you are in the relationship, but deep inside you, you know what she carries. You know how.
I don't know. Remy.
You know what?
Even
As
my
a man,
Yeah.
see, men, see, we are talking about man now.
Yeah.
They know what they are going for. That's the truth.
I know, but they don't have the full
They
picture.
see it,
They
yes,
don't have the full
just
picture.
because the potential has not. But one thing about it is when you are dating someone, you know this person is good in this aspect. If this person is a career woman, maybe she's working, you definitely know 1 or 2 things about her that yes, once she start doing this thing,
She'll succeed.
she'll succeed.
Yeah, she will
So,
succeed.
you
But
have-
have the variable of the succeed English. I want to
Success.
So
of the
the thing
success.
okay, so
Of
What I'm saying now is, let me use myself as an example. Kò tí sówó, but at least thank God. Yes, thank God. Where I and my husband get to know each other, speak a lot about everything I'm doing now.
Okay.
So I wouldn't. My husband, I trust him because he know the kind of person I am. That I am not that career woman of a thing, but business oriented. If I want to do something,
go all out.
so I'm not expecting him. Eventually, he will see this. Eventually, if I become a millionaire or no billionaire, and my husband starts misbehaving, no, I trust him. Let me say, speak in existence.
No, wait. I think what you said. No, what you said brings up the fact that there are certain men that are not comfortable in themselves.
Exactly.
When you look at your husband, you will even know from now. When his friend rides a car, do you see your husband thinking immediately, you will know.
Yes. So
That man in
no,
the video before
okay.
the Emeka came up, you know that scene
Before
where
his
she was
friend.
saying, I'll be earning 3 times. The man started feeling somehow.
Exactly.
So the
So he's-
fertile ground
He had
for his
some
friends,
problems.
he has some
He
problems.
had.
So he now
He
got to meet a friend.
Underlining issues.
Yes.
He met the friend that proper.
Yeah, now
Exactly.
he's
So
not going
go
out.
ahead and
He had his insecurities.
Yes.
Somebody now
helped him.
brought
Helped
this
him.
thing
And you know one thing, a typical African man, that is how they behave. They don't want their wife to rise above them.
So what we are saying is that, or is that what we are saying? So men want successful wives, of course,
Yes.
but as far as the success is not above
Above
mine,
them.
and please, I don't want us to. This is not a general statement. We are just trying to review the movie, and we are trying to bring out life issues from it because this is what people are going through. So some men, they know what they want in a woman. They see her. Yes, she's what are you bringing to the table? That question.
Yes.
Okay, you are not saying I'm bringing myself. I'm a full package. No, you are bringing something. You're bringing this. You're bringing. Okay, fine. I want that. I know that at some point this person is going to be successful.
Exactly.
At some point, this person is going to succeed. So you are okay with it. It's now when the success is now becoming, she was earning, she now started to earn more.
Yeah.
She could afford to buy another car for herself. According to
She was earning
three times.
To emphasize it.
Yes, three times.
Times.
What her husband was earning, which became a problem. I think at some point he lost his job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which also threatened his ego.
Yes, and he did not tell his wife.
He didn't tell his wife his job.
So how do we handle? So okay, you have the situation now. You did not plan it. It just happened. I'm just talking from you just got a job and the job pays well. You didn't plan that to happen like that. You coming, you were expecting that your husband is going to be earning more, than you.
Of course, everyone
wants that, and then it happened, and then your husband feels threatened by you. What do you do?
There was in the movie. Sorry, okay, we are reviewing it.
Yes, we are reviewing it, but don't just say too much.
There is a place of Yoruba will say Shulo Kundi. Does he have someone he listens to? I think that was one of the mistakes she made. If the man had someone he respected or listened to, it would have been easy for her to seek advice.
Okay, I think I should come in there. I think if you're watching now, you hear when was it her dad that was saying, "Did you report?"
Yes, he now said that's where I grew
She now said
from.
that he will not listen to his father. But guess what? She didn't try.
No, she did not.
She didn't try going to the father.
She didn't because
even when when the guy came to his father to tell the father what he was doing, I think that was when he started gaining clarity, some form of clarity. If she had reported to the father, at least father first, which she didn't do.
She didn't tell the father because there had been a situation in their courtship where she reported to his mom and he didn't even listen.
So she just
assumed that there was no one she could report to.
Okay, so you're saying that he should, or the spouse should talk to the person that he can listen to.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Any other advice for someone that is in that situation? How do you handle it?
It's a delicate situation.
It is.
It's very delicate. So even if that person and someone he or she can, okay, let me say she now. We're talking about she can go to. One thing she needs to do is talk to God first. Put God first. So that when you now go there, if that person now talk to her husband on her behalf, it will work out. Because there's some scenarios
that's the ground for you.
There's some scenarios that the lady will have maybe their spiritual father or his father or also, and at the end of the day, it will turn back to her in like 10,000 folds because another year. Yes. Because you went ahead to report me because you are this, because you are that. So
that's a sense of arrogance.
Honestly,
it's a lot.
So
okay. So what if?
It all boils down to what kind of man is this person?
Have you not seen a man that you can report them to the whole world? They are accessible to and they will not yield.
That is it.
So okay, would you say it's advisable because she wants you remember that my job is to make us have a robust discussion?
Yeah.
Would you say that because she wants a peaceful home, she now says, okay, I would resign or I will not take the job? Do you think that's an option?
It's okay.
No.
Because you know that. Wait. Let me land.
Okay.
Now she didn't think about. So when she discovered that her husband has started acting up and everything, the verbal abuse and everything. Okay, I want peace in my home. I want my mental health to be okay and everything. Okay, maybe I should just resign and just start a business so that there will be peace in the home.
Okay, but the business grows.
The business will grow. That's the funniest thing.
The business will bloom.
Exactly.
And you will not start any more from the business.
The work back to square one. So I know that's not an option.
Yes,
it's not an option.
I know someone that started business little from just the corner of her room, and today that business has gone So that's I know that what she makes is even more than someone's salary in a month. So what will happen? The husband will also say, close down the business.
Abi now.
Oh wow.
So if another problem
So-
comes up, okay, let me close down my
So
business because
I think
want
he doesn't
peace.
want her to grow. She just lock her inside the room then.
Okay.
Because I don't understand.
So I think that
It's already making me.
it's also
Sorry, she said something. Even if he locks her inside the room,
Is that what
she
he
will
wants?
still get people that will bless her financially.
Exactly.
So is it what I'm trying to say? She just lock her. If that's what he
No,
wants.
the truth is that
There will still be problem.
if the man does not deal with himself,
Insecurity.
with his insecurities,
Exactly.
there will still be issues.
Okay. That man is traumatized.
so we are saying that
It's
the
going-
man has to work on
It's
himself.
mental-
It's not
Because
mentally stable.
in any way, he's just going to be threatened by his wife.
Yes.
He's going to be threatened.
Yes.
All right.
Can we also
I
look
hear
at
that.
it? Sorry, ma. It might not also be. It might not also be finance. What if it has to do with ministry? What if
Thank
it has
you.
to do with other things? Are you saying
Like
you know-
she's everywhere.
She's
Maybe they're
everywhere.
inviting her to places. Come and speak here. Come and
Yes,
speak
sorry
here.
for beating you. You know, what if it's just that? What if it might, you know, it might what will happen?
A case in point, Pastor Jumoke Adeyemi and Reverend Victor.
Okay.
Pastor Jumoke is everywhere.
Yeah.
She's practically everywhere.
Yeah.
You understand? But the husband seems to understand that, okay, my job is to water this woman. Oh yeah, bye-bye.
Let's come back home to Ondo State. Mama FFA.
And her husband.
Baba is the one that owns the ministry.
Yes.
But Mama is the one going around the world.
So, see, please,
You know when-
It
When-
is the man.
You know, the first thing that came to my mind when I saw this was, and I have been saying it since forever, that if your wife is successful, it makes you look good.
Thank you.
It makes you look, she carries your name, she bears your name, you married her. It makes you look good. So she's bearing, so she's bearing your name. You can sit down and look back and say, that is my wife.
That's my husband.
is
My
my
husband will always say something that
Why
he doesn't
do you
want
have to be
at the
threatened
front.
by the success of your wife?
Thank you.
It makes you look good.
That is why I said
It's the man.
he has some
As in, I don't know, but
securities they would
you.
need
My
to
husband will
work
say
on.
that he wants me to even be at the front,
That is
so that he
it.
will clap, so that he will say
That
that's
is
my
my
wife.
wife.
Like, so that he wants to be the one standing up, holding the phone to video. But I don't know. So I always find it difficult when some men, you know, when you see that your wife is talking under a microphone, probably just give her to air her points in the church. Let's give an example. You're already feeling, what was this one saying? Or what are you saying?
Did you move the way we're looking?
You open your mouth.
Okay, so that brings us to verbal abuse.
Yes.
That brings us to verbal abuse, which was a major issue
Yes.
in
Yeah,
that
exactly.
movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't even subtle. It
No, I'm
was
saying verbal abuse is subtle. People won't see it.
Ah.
No, people won't see it is
Physically.
going on.
Oh, okay, maybe just in their home.
In their home.
Yes,
Everything
yes,
is
yes,
just
yes. So, how do you think that someone that is in that situation, how do you handle verbal abuse? Your spouse keeps talking down on you, doesn't see anything good in you. She wears something and they
The
say
one that got me
something
angry was
happened.
the first one going to wear something and next thing said she can't change.
In fact, and I like the answer she gave, I embody whatever I wear. So even if I wear a sack, I will still look good. That is it. Come on.
Guess what? Even after she wore it, you know, there's something about somebody talking down her thing. Even after she wore it, when she came out and showed herself, it still tells that she doesn't still feel good about herself at that moment.
Exactly.
Because of that initial talk.
That's what verbal abuse can do. That's
So-
what verbal abuse can do.
Verbal abuse kill faster than physical.
Because it doesn't have a physical scar.
Exactly.
Yes,
people
it's
don't get to
emotional.
see it. People don't get to see it. That person is going
Kills
through
you.
it.
Yes.
And guess that you see this verbal abuse. Just one can beat, and you after a while you get better and it's scar.
But
It's
verbal
verbal
abuse
abuse. It
kills
can
faster.
even
It
cause
kills faster
sickness.
than
It can even cause
the
sickness.
physical.
Yes.
It kills faster.
Yes.
it never heals. It never
So-
heals.
So what does someone in this situation, what would that person do? She's in that marriage already and the person keeps abusing her verbally. What does she do? Because you know that when they say if he's beating you, leave the marriage,
Is it
oh,
not
separate,
providing
oh,
money?
something.
No,
No,
some people
you tell
say, some people even say, is he beating you? No. Is he not
Just-
providing money?
Eh,
He's providing.
But they are not in that. They are not in her shoe. They don't know what she's going through.
He's providing money.
See,
for
my own
food, he's taking
advice.
care of
My own
you.
advice.
No, no,
now,
She
I
or
don't know how
he,
people will
because
take
there are
it.
men too that go through verbal abuse.
Exactly.
So yes, both ways. Both
Yes.
ways.
Both ways.
So what do you do? Auntie D,
Ah,
from the wealth of your knowledge,
Me, oh,
No, you don't have to
like
stay
what
in
my
that
pastor
kind of
would
thing.
say, you leave that kind of a situation. And if it is pray you want to go and pray. But you leave the situation. And then you leave. My pastor will say, he's not telling you to get a divorce, oh, but you leave that situation. And you can live for as long as you need time to heal. Whatever decision you make after leaving is up to you. But you need to leave.
The effect of verbal abuse is terrible.
It's terrible.
Remember at the end, I think when we were grounding off, when he was trying to, I don't want to give too much, she said something. She said, "Do you know how many times I killed you?"
Yes,
Yeah.
and she did.
Yes.
She did.
Yes.
She did.
Yes. She did.
Remember when she
When he was telling her that a barren woman, and she thought of it.
I
leave this life,
take us to
it's
another
so
direction. You know, for someone like me, you cannot verbally abuse me, and I will still have to open my legs. I believe there are adults watching this movie. I will not be able to, I will be sexually driven to you. So I was even when during the course of the movie when I realized when she said she was pregnant, I said, this woman has energy. You mean after I finish talking to you,
You now come again and meet me that
But
one.
you should know that kind of situation. He will have his way.
that's
the
what
truth.
happens.
Someone that talks down at his wife anywhere will definitely have his way in the bedroom.
he will come on with you like
He
down.
will.
He
A
will.
woman. There was once. There's a series I watched. It's fiction. In that particular series, the victim was a man. The man looked twice the size of the woman, but he was the one being accused.
Oh my goodness.
He was, and when even the police verbally and physically.
Wow.
Even when the police women were like, well, their boss was like, the man is the victim. As subordinates were like, no, that can't you see how huge he is? When they asked him, he said that he is scared of if he reacts, he could hurt her.
Yeah.
That is why he had never beaten her. Because he just be like, don't wipe her one like this.
She's gone. That's it.
That is why. Then because she is more financially stable, she was always telling him, I'll take the boy from you. You know, when we go to court for a divorce, they will give the boy to the mother. I'll take the boy from you. Even when the woman claimed the man stabbed her, the man was like, anything she said I did. That just let me see my son.
So you're right.
There are some things that will just stay
In the movie,
that are not supposed to
in
take.
the movie, the man was, he kept on saying, "I'll send. You see that?
I'll just divorce you."
He was just
That was her greatest fear.
yes, like a bell.
Because
Because she really wanted to keep her marriage.
if it had not been her greatest fear, if she had looked at him and said, "Divorce," when are you sending the
Bring it,
papers?
yes.
And just walked off, he would have sat down and had a drink.
Yeah.
But it just kept on happening on two of our greatest fears, being barren and divorce.
Yeah. That's the major two.
Those were the two.
Yeah.
So we are saying that for someone in that situation, as they was saying that, I think you need to leave.
You need to
Even if
leave.
it's just for a moment to
Yeah.
get
You
your
need to
head
for a
right.
while.
To get
And
your
then maybe
head
if you
right.
can seek help, maybe if the man will
Agree.
agree to counseling.
The man will
Most
not
men
agree
don't
to
agree.
counseling.
It's women
The
that
man will not agree to counseling because already to him he is justified.
Yeah.
How dare my wife be richer than me? I am no. Meanwhile, you have men that their wives are going on safe. They are hailing.
Honestly.
They are
So
hailing
leave for a while and be praying that God will touch his heart so that
from
But
afar.
then in the process of praying, you just realize that the person is not changing.
Can you leave?
Move. That's
Because at the end of
my
the day,
own
if
advice.
eventually, let me say something, if eventually you now end up having a child in that marriage, what do you want that child to see? The child will keep seeing you being verbally abused.
Yes.
Now, if that child grows up in that environment, and guess what?
The child
She
has
goes in that same direction as she
Yes,
grows up.
Yes, I'll share with some people that one of the things that your children are learning in marriage is that they are learning how to love.
Yes.
Because they are
Yes.
seeing how you and your spouse are dealing with each other. They are
Yes.
learning how to love. You have issues. How did you resolve it? Because they see,
They
they are
see,
growing.
they see.
They know they are seeing things. All right. So that being said, there were some issues that were supposed to have been discussed before marriage, right? And it seemed like if you had told her about the infertility, maybe she wouldn't have married, maybe that's why he did not say anything. So
Yes.
what are the things that we should share? We used to say, all right, calm down. Calm down. You say everything.
Mommy, calm down.
So I want us to be careful.
Yeah.
Right? So there are some things that okay. My question, let me just ask my question straight.
Okay.
Let's share your thought. I was trying, I'm coming from the place of answering the question. So let me just ask the question. So the question is, what are the things that you should share when you're about to get married? What are the things, maybe health issues, some things from your past? How much is too much to share?
For me,
we already know your answer. You say everything.
That's the truth.
Yeah, but just as I know where the direction is. Sometimes it's not easy to share everything. That's the direction.
Yes,
That's another direction someone will be thinking about.
That's where I wanted to come from. But let me just ask the question.
It's not easy to pour out everything. But at the end of the day, in the future, it's good to say it out. Let me talk from experience. You see, when I want to, okay, this is becoming reality. Okay, this is
the real deal now.
Exactly. I sat him down, bros. This, because you know what, we might think that no, it's not possible. We won't meet again. It's a lie.
That situation will come at your face.
It's a very small word.
Yeah.
What you think you want to hold back will be the one. That thing, that small, you might say everything and hold one thing back. You see, that thing that you hold back might be
now come and haunt you
in the future. So, but one thing is live a good life so that you can share everything.
People that have made mistakes.
Yes,
people
that
have
made
mistakes. What about people? This thing you are saying live a good life. Some people are living a good life. I know someone that is living a good life. And maybe the person was raped.
Why won't I tell my husband?
Hold on. Now.
But it's true.
See, I want you to understand something. There are some people that when you discover where the angle I was coming from when I was trying to be careful was that there are some men that women that you have studied that there are some things they cannot take.
They are not mature. It is the level of maturity of your partner that determines
what you
everything.
say. Yeah.
Thank you disclose.
But one thing about me,
so if you're dealing with someone that is not as mature that cannot take it,
I won't even
share
anything. That's the
you
truth.
Keep quiet.
So she said something.
Me, I won't deal with that kind of. That's the truth. Because a lot of things will still come. How will that person hold it together when you are not mature enough to? Okay, there's some people that you don't marry and being a virgin. Okay, and you want her to, you want her to tell you everything, and you still want her to hold a lot of things, information. This is what we call marriage.
I think it has to be a symbiotic thing. If as much as you want me as a woman to tell you my own thing, you should tell me.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? Sometimes the man just wants to hear.
No. Yeah, that one is not good. I won't even say anything now. That's the truth.
Sometimes men will just feel it's a woman that has a lot of things to talk about.
Alright, so in this case, infertility.
That one is a deal breaker. You need to say
it. Yes. So if
very important to
if she knew that she would go on,
yes,
then she would have gone. She would have continued. She would have said, no, I can't continue. I want to have children.
Yes.
Or okay, let's continue. We can adopt, or we can,
it will be their decision. It won't be his because there it was his own decision. And he kept on happening on her like it was
imagine calling her barren.
But you know what? There's some people that's giving birth to after their first child. You now have secondary infertility.
And yes, but at least
you
know that.
No,
at least
not supposed to be laughing.
So that's why I said that. That's why I feel that you should talk about some things because you don't even know what the future holds. Just talk about something. Say what you can do. Say rather, if it's something you can now walk through that path together with that person. Then if you can't, you now say, okay, this is what. But really, I'm saying, why are you running away? You don't even know what your future is going to be, and I'm going to be there. Hey, if you expect that when things go down, it might not be infertility, it might be something. You expect that the woman goes that path with you, encourage you. So just because it's that woman's side now, the story that you know that she's being open to you, you just feel okay. Oh, my sister, I think God has said there's no point continue. How do you know?
I mean now.
It's pointing for me. Oh my goodness, this is a lot too.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we should finally, the final section I want us to have on this is toxic friends. Toxic friends in marriage.
That one is not good.
So, can you speak? Preach, please.
I would say that everybody's like water, not pure water sachet, like a clean pure water. You know, the moment you add oil to it, you know, it's no longer that pure or clean water again. So you have to be careful who you bring around. You know, who you bring around. You know, you have to be careful who, I don't know how to explain it, but just be careful because if the person if that person mixes his oil into your water, you're no longer pure
At all.
the person has diluted your purity. Do you understand? So in a nutshell, be guided. No, everybody, you don't need to be crowded. I don't know why I'm looking into this camera. But you don't need to be crowded. You don't need to have so much friends. But even in that, your friendship, you know, be discerning. Know what to say. Know who to spill some things to. Know what to. You know, it is very critical. But is everybody don't.
And you know, in this case, it was more of Dabi Mosheda.
Yes, for Emeka.
This person was not married.
Please tell me what
Dabi Mosheda, be what I am. I want you to become what I am.
So the Emeka wanted him to.
Yes. Emeka is not married.
He's not married. Doesn't have children.
He's
you know,
in
and he knew
Yes, that he had to give. He
and
had
a
to
parasite
give
as
up.
well.
No, see that. See
He
that.
just
This
his
fact.
friend.
I was so angry. That's part of that his
Yeah.
behavior of the one that busted my bubbles was when he said, I want to use your car. And he said, my car is not available. Okay, your wife,
the wife.
he said, the woman will call.
Yes.
You see that part? I felt like smacking him. He said, the woman will call. He now said, okay, I'll tell her. But you know, that's the man still had, if you look at it, that's why that he's always abusing her. I think he still had a little, iota of respect for her, but he doesn't want it. He doesn't want to show it. And I said, I don't know. How will I? Okay. Emeka now, ginger.
Yes.
Is it not your wife?
Right.
You can tell what belongs to you, Kiniko. So, you see?
See all these bad friends. Stay away from the good men. It's not good.
I mean, the
Go and
good
look
men.
for.
No, flip it. The good men should stay away from.
They won't know. The good.
And
they
you have
won't
talked to
know.
some women before, and
They
you
tell
know,
you
I
that
hear
why
things
their
like this
husband
that
is doing this
because of their
friends.
friends. They want to do this thing. They want to. Okay, so I want to talk.
And
So
you know,
I was
men
telling
don't leave friends.
But me,
Men don't leave friends.
one thing that works with for me in my home, you see any bad friends that I just notice around my husband, I will not fight physically.
it's
spiritually.
Now you get.
I
Because
will honestly.
men don't leave friends. So even when their friend is going around, they will tell you he will change. He will change. We'll keep talking to him. He will. That's what they will keep on saying. They don't leave friends.
So I've spoken to some ladies and I've discovered that sometimes their men want their men to do some things, but they know that it's because of the set of friends that they have that they cannot do it. You know, I was talking to someone and I was saying, my husband does this for me, my husband helps me to do this. And she was saying, she wish that he's supposed to know, because of the plenty responsibilities that he has. But because of his friends, so men should be and the funny thing about these friends is that when they are alone with their own you don't know what is going on in their families. We're talking behind the scenes the other time and we're saying that some of them is even their wives that are controlling them.
They own.
So when you shall know that you have toxic friends, it is you and your family at the end of the day. It's not your friend and your family.
Yes.
So when you know that you have toxic friends, or you know that there is a small element of toxicity run away from it.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think we've been able to do justice to this. If you have not watched it, please go and watch Kaybabs TV.
Yeah, very interesting.
Flowers and Spikes. And I trust that your life will not remain the same.
Yes.
Alright, so that's the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it and learned it as much as we did. Till we see you again next time, don't forget to keep keeping it real.
Bye.
Bye.